morning and happy Micro Monday, and I'm so excited. I have been doing a lot of research recently on ancient grains. I'm going to be starting kind of a mini series on ancient grains interspersed with other videos. And so today for this Micro Moment, I am going to try an experiment. I don't have all of my ancient grains yet. There's some more on order, so I'll be getting more. But right now I have these 5. And I want to see if these 5, plus others that I have in my food storage, including red and white wheat, rye, and this is quinoa and amaranth, and this is not the same amaranth that I grew out in the greenhouse. This is a different variety. I want to see if they will sprout and work for us like microgreens. Now the grains, the true grains, are going to come up like grasses, but the pseudo cereals like quinoa and amaranth and buckwheat are going to come up like regular plants because they don't belong to the same family, the grass family. But we're going to experiment and try to see how these do. So here we go. I'm going to start with sorghum, which I think is this one right here. Sorghum is a little round seed, and I'm just going to sprinkle some on the top as if they were microgreens, and I'm going to punch them down into the soil just a little bit so that you can see that, and I will cover them with a little bit when I cover in just a moment. So wiping off the spoon, sealing up the sorghum. The next one is Teff and Teff. Teff is the tiniest grain in the world, and it is used widely in Africa. See how tiny, tiny, tiny that is? It's about like pepper, ground up pepper. So I'm just going to, a little goes a long way. Put the rest back in, seal this up. Pat it down. Wipe off the spoon to be sure there's no residuals. And the next one in line should be millet. Millet is also a pseudo cereal, so it will not be coming up like grass does. Also an ancient grain. So this is millet. You will recognize it. It is the most common ingredient of commercial bird seed when you buy that mixture to feed the birds in your backyard. And so I'm going to be sprinkling some, punching it down in. And wiping off the spoon. This is Einkorn. I'm quite fascinated with Einkorn. More information coming on it later. Einkorn is the oldest, wiping off the, I think I did that. Yeah. Einkorn is in the wheat family, as you can tell. This is the oldest wheat known. Okay. It will come up like grass. This has a hole in it I'm going to need to patch. This is kamut. This is an ancient wheat grain as well. It is about 3 times the size of a regular wheat kernel. And it also will come up like wheat, like grass. This is amaranth. We've done a recent video on amaranth. Very tiny seed, not a grain. It is a pseudo cereal. So we'll see how that one comes up. This is quinoa, another pseudo cereal, but a complete protein. It's a little round seed. This will come up like a regular plant, just like Amaranth will. Then these are just regular grains. These are not ancient grains. This is rye. Rye has a greenish cast to it. You can tell that it is a grain like wheat. And then the two wheats. This is white winter wheat, much more of a blonde color. Sort of a fat grain, unlike rye that is long and skinny. And this is red winter wheat, a thinner, skinnier grain. All right, I have some more damp potting soil. I'm just going to put like about 1/4 of an inch on the top of each one, just enough to cover them. So, I'm excited about this. I'm going to put this in a white garbage bag to preserve the moisture and put it over in the bay window, and we will see what happens over the next few days, and I will bring you back a little bit later with another video so that we can check out to see how successful we are in growing some greens that might be just a wonderful addition to our meals in times of difficulty when grocery stores do not have the type of greens that we are used to. So let's see how this experiment turns out in a few days. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you at our next Micro Moment.